Today on Campaign Check, we're looking at the Labour manifesto, and here's what Jeremy Corbyn says about it.
They're going to tell you that everything in this manifesto is impossible, that it's too much for you, because they do not want real change in this country.
But is this manifesto really impossible? Let's get beyond the rhetoric and look at the numbers. And to put it in context, this bar shows you the size of their spending plans last time around. In 2017, the longer that is, the more money's being promised. And back then, Labour was planning to spend £49 billion by the end of the five-year Parliament. Have a look at this. This time around, they've gone way further, with nearly £83 billion of spending. Some of it goes on education, scrapping tuition fees, a good chunk on health and social care. But how will they actually pay for it? The short answer is a lot of taxes. Labour say higher income tax for top earners, that's going to raise £5.4 billion a year. But let's dig into that, because there's something actually interesting going on here. In theory, these taxes should be raising £11.4 billion, but Labour's predicting behavioural changes, so people working less, moving abroad and so on. So in reality, it actually only raises half of that. While they're also raising corporation tax a lot, they think businesses won't react in the same way, which is a little bit odd, though in Labour's defence they have at least provided their workings. So you've got higher income taxes on top earners, £14 billion from higher capital gains tax and a dividend tax too. All told, it's a big levy on investment income. What, though, about that windfall tax on oil and gas companies? That was mentioned at the manifesto launch. How much is that going to raise? Well, we don't know, because it seems to have been added so late it doesn't actually appear in the manifesto. Anyway, this is all current taxing and spending, day-to-day stuff, but it's only the beginning. Labour have also announced two huge investment funds worth £250 billion and £150 billion to pay for a whole host of infrastructure projects. On top of that, you've got all those nationalisations, water, rail companies, mail and so on. How much are they going to cost? The answer, says Labour, is nothing, because the government will be paying for an asset, so it won't add to the national balance sheet. Then again, in the small print of the manifesto, they did say there was a chance it costs some money, but they hope not. When you take it all together, certainly it is a radical programme, the biggest current spending increase in peacetime, according to the IFS. And actually, contrary to what Mr Corbyn said, I'm not going to tell you this is impossible. It's ambitious, but it's very possible, but it's also very, very expensive.